Thousands of Israelis have gathered in Tel Aviv demanding a hostage ceasefire deal with Hamas after the Israeli Defense Army has recovered 6 bodies of hostage from the Gaza. Around 3 lakh people have gathered in Tel Aviv and an additional 2 lakh people have taken part in the protest across the country. The Tel Aviv protest began with a march from Dizengoff Street to the Begin Gate of the IDF headquarters, carrying 6 symbolic coffins to symbolize the 6 bodies that were recovered recently. This is one of the largest protests in the country since October 7th, when Hamas took Israelis as hostages. According to several reports, autopsy found that they were shot in the head and body multiple times at the close range. The crowd chanted "Now, now," and demanding Netanyahu reach a ceasefire with Hamas to bring the remaining captives home. Police also clashed with some of the protesters as they attempted to clear the road, including using water cannons on the protesters as well. Joining me on the broadcast is my colleague Brian Thomas at this point of time. All right. As Brian joins us in a bit, remember viewers, it remains to be very important to see what has happened in Tel Aviv and protests in Israel. While Brian joins us back on the broadcast, Brian, as this is one of the largest protests since October 7th, and where people have, over 2 lakh people have gathered as amid the Hamas-Israel ceasefire and the war escalates. What is exactly the demand that has been put in perspective by such a large gathering?
Well, Simran, around more than 2 lakh people have gathered, protesting against, the massacre that happened, and even, the grieving families of Israel, the hostages whose bodies were also retrieved from Gaza, mourned as they laid their loved ones to rest in funerals marked by poignant, eulogies and expressions of frustration in government. Now, there were people who were speaking about the ongoing neglect and that happened. They were saying that it's around 331 days, but still, there has been so many deaths that happened. And also, rather, the Israeli authorities also confirmed their identities, also stating that the health ministry has reported that they were shot at close range just before soldiers received them. Now, also, the people who are protesting also says that the October 7th attack led to the deaths of around 1,205 people, also mostly civilians, and it includes Almog Sarusi and 5 other hostages who were found in a Gaza tunnel on Saturday. Now, yes, they want the identifications of additional hostages also sparked outrage also, where they have been on the streets protesting. Even Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu also, they were accusing him of failing to negotiate a ceasefire also that could lead to the release of remaining captives. So this is their demands also. And around tens of thousands of Israeli protested nationwide also, and even in Jerusalem, demonstrations were waving Israeli flags and holding signs with hostages' faces. They shouted that "Where are they?" Towards the government building where a cabinet meeting was scheduled. And also, there were funerals and memorial services that happened also in Petwa, Tikva, also loved ones of Eden Yerushami also, whose death was confirmed, that happened on Sunday, wept and touched their body also draped in blue and white Israeli flag. And in Jerusalem also, hundreds gathered at a community center also near the Zionage, frequented by the family of US Israeli Hirsch Goldberg Polin, also whose death was announced on Saturday. There were candles were lit also in front of the signs which said that "Bring Hirsch home." And even there were attendees also who wept openly as the names of the other hostages were read aloud. And even in Rana also, there were a lot of protests going on, where they were, demanding that there should be no more of violence happening. They paid the ultimate price, and they are hoping that this is the last, and there must be a deal to bring all the hostages back, is what their demands are.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.